In relation to Avantasia, I noticed that obviously you're headlining Wacken next year, and that's sold out in 48 hours, which is it's pretty incredible. And I'm just wondering what you think about the sort of differences, obviously, with the tour that you've done with Avantasia and touring all over the world with Edguy. What is the difference between sort of European crowds to UK crowds to South American crowds?
It's really hard to say because I've been, of course you see differences between the crowds sometimes when it's very obvious. For example, the Japanese crowd. I know you didn't ask for the Japanese crowd, but it's the most obvious difference. So that's why I mentioned the Japanese crowd. They, for example, they stand there and they're completely silent. You could hear a needle drop.
Yeah.
They're silent and they stand there, and that doesn't necessarily mean that we were that bad that they thought we didn't deserve to get a proper applause. It was just they wait till the song's over and they say, "Yeah, great," and then there's a lot of noise, and then it shuts down and they wait for the next song.
Right.
So it's like in a conversation, you wait what the opposite has to say, you listen, and then you show your reaction. And that's pretty much, it's very polite, but it's sometimes it's really weird because we just came from Canada. We did not know what to expect in Canada because Avantasia has never been a North American territory band. Yeah. We've never been in North America. We don't sell shitloads of records over there.
Yeah.
So we just went there, didn't have any expectations, and they were completely going nuts. Yeah. It was just a massive wall of noise coming, and I don't know how many people there were. It was like 6,000 or 7,000 in Quebec, and they sounded like 50, 60,000, right. like 80,000 at Wacken. It was just a massive wall of sound.
Yeah.
Bloodstock was really cool. I thought we had. It's not so much that I think the English crowd is more reserved than anyone else. Hell no, I don't think so at all. Whenever we play club shows, it's bedlam.
Yeah.
But I think at Bloodstock, of course, what we must not forget is that this festival is mainly a very noisy festival.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Speaking about the styles. I don't want to say anything about it. I mean, but there's a lot of death metal, thrash metal, and black metal, and there's Satan all over the place. And then all of a sudden we come in our tights and saying, "Hey, this next ballad is called Farewell, and everybody wave your hands and love your neighbor."
Yeah.
And,
yeah, we thought the same. Yeah, we did. We thought, well, how are Avantasia going to go down on that stage with the acts that were on previously and the acts after? But it did. It went fantastic. We were in the crowd, and it went down fantastically well. Really did.
All the other bands are coming from the same musical direction. We were a little bit the outcast at Bloodstock, and I think we went down really, really well. It almost felt like those people there were in need of a break from growling vocals. I felt really, I thought it was a heartfelt welcome, and I cannot complain. I mean, I almost ruined it by speaking about penalty shootouts.
Yeah, we'll get onto that in a minute.
We'll get onto football in a minute.
I thought oh, great, that's a great way to ruin the whole magic of the night. Just, it was not because the people didn't like our music. No, it was, they will say, "Oh no, they tore the stage to pieces because Tobi started to talk about football."
Well,
that would have been a downer, but no, I was really happy. Good. I was really happy, and but I cannot really judge because it was the whole atmosphere on stage was so special. It was the last show, and there was a little bit of sadness, but at the same time, everybody said okay, this is the show that we will keep in mind after that tour. That will stick for us. That's the last memories we make from that tour. So everybody was aware that this was the last chance to have a blast in the band. Right. And that's why I think it was special for everybody. Even if we would have been booed off stage, probably, we would have, maybe not, but we would have enjoyed ourselves, I was about to say, but maybe not. No, no. If we would have been booed food off stage. Probably not.
We touched briefly there on football, and can I just ask you, go back a few years. I'm a Man United fan. How did you feel in 1999 when we stuffed you 2-1 in the last 2 minutes?
It was. It's really funny. I still remember. I was on tour.
Yeah.
We were playing France. I don't remember which city, but we were playing France with Edguy Avantasia back then with Andre Martis. They were massive in France. It was an arena show, and we went off stage. And I went to the catering, and there was a TV, and of course it was a French comment and everything. And I just sat there and watched it, and it was 85th minute or something. I said, 1-0, 1-0, great. And it was so weird because nobody paid attention. That TV was on.
Yeah.
In France, nobody was really interested because it was a German team versus a British team. And then I saw 2 goals. I saw 5 minutes of the match, and I pretty much saw, 1-1, 1-2, over.
Yeah.
And it was so surreal.
Yeah.
And there was nobody else caring about that match that I did not even know, is that happening? Is that really happening? Or were we just about to win the Champions League and lost in the last 2 minutes? Was that really true? And so for me, it was back then, it was surreal.
It was a very strange game.
But how did you feel when I and Robin scored that goal from the corner kick in Manchester? Was it 2000? I think. No,
we'll move on from that. It was, I can't remember that one at all.
Promotion. And Katie Malou. It was really funny because I went to promotion in Switzerland, and I said to my record label that night, I can't do promotion. But you have to make sure I'm going to have a big screen, and I'm gonna be able to watch the match. Yeah. And they booked me in the Hilton in Zurich. They booked me a suite, and it had 2 suites, the top of the hotel. And next room there was Katie Malou, and I can tell you when Robin scored that goal, Katie Malou, if she had been asleep, she was awake. I can tell you after that.
Brilliant.
Rob Halford was nothing compared to me in that moment.
Brilliant.
Okay, Toby, I just really do appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us on the phone. We really do appreciate it, and obviously we hope that the writing for your Edguy continues in the vein that all your previous writings have. And we look forward to hearing that sometime next year. And obviously, we look forward to you appearing in the UK, and hopefully not in 3 or 4 years, as you mentioned at Bloodsuckers Avantasia, because we really would like to see you back here in the UK.
Thank you very much. And I think, at least I hope that we will be back with Avantasia in the UK. I can certainly promise we'll be back with that guy in the UK.
Yeah.
And, hope to speak to you again. The sooner the better.
Yeah.
With new album.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Maybe. And, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Freak Show!
Hey everybody, this is Tobi Sammet from Avantasia and Edguy, and you're listening to Unchained Rock Show on ARfm Radio.
You guys really know what good rock is.
ARfm.